Right from the back, right from the back. Give me a really big applause. Louder, come on. Let's get that clap going. Let's get that clap going. Siddhant ready.
I don't know what's more pathetic, what Lance Armstrong did, or the fact that you guys looked up to a cyclist in the first place. I mean, seriously, who does that? Since one morning I'm watching Madagascar, right? And you know how in the morning you have morning wood. So I'm watching Madagascar and my mom walks by and I'm just fucking frantically adjusting my shorts to hide my boner, and now my mom thinks that I jerk off to animal cartoons. And we haven't spoken since. She gave away the Lion King DVDs. There's parental control on Nickelodeon in my house. Alright, so there's people in this world who believe that rivers and Mother Earth and Shukadar are gods and goddesses, and I have nothing against them, that's cool. But I think out of these people, there must be at least a few people who believe in this shit and just blissfully pee everywhere. Like, can you guys imagine this dude who's just peeing in the Ganga? Just like, and it must have occurred to him at some point, like, hey, this kind of makes me a hypocrite. And the thing about that is, pee on your God once, shame on you. But pee on your God twice, shame on him, man. Because he's God. I mean, he could have moved if he didn't like it the first time. And so the thing is, people take this Ganga Jal at home and store it like urine samples. And for us, Brahmins, just before we're being cremated, they pour some of this in our mouth, and that's when God just takes the microphone in his hand and does this. What goes around comes around. Anyway, moving on. By applause, how many people here have this one friend who's just a total bitch all the time? Come on, let's have it. I know, right? I have this one friend who complains all the time, like Siddhant, I lost my job, Siddhant, my doctor said I have only 4 months to live. Like, just this morning, I was having coffee and I dipped a biscuit into it and that motherfucker just dissolved and melted and just... We all have problems, you know? And I hate people who complain about their phones, like, I hate my phone. Really, do you hate your phone? You know, if Hitler had a phone like that, he'd be like, just fucking screw the Jews, man, I'm just gonna sit here and play Angry Birds. Don't complain about your phone. Okay, so if you've never been walking around Kalagoda and had a vendor just like whisper into your ears the words pocket pussy, then I highly recommend that. So I'm walking around Kalagoda and this vendor just whispered, pocket pussy. And I'm with my girlfriend, right? So she asked me, she said, hey, what is a pocket pussy? And she asked me, like, hey, there's like a gap that you can keep it here at all times. And I'm like, yeah, sure, it's times like that, except that you repeatedly put your dick inside it. And we haven't spoken since. We used to watch SWAT cats together. I'm running out of cartoons to watch. Moving on then. So, when I have to deny myself something really forcefully, I have a conversation with myself about it, like in a British accent, so I know it's important. I'm in front of the mirror one day and I go, no, Siddhant, you will not wank in the middle of your exam. Turns out I did that though. It was during my IIT JEE paper. And it was intense. Because with one hand I'm jerking off and my brain's just calculating the speed at which I need to get there, so this whole thing looks like a pee break. It was intense. I didn't get into IIT. I'm in this shit college now, where people say these shitty things to me, like, and they tell me this shit like it's a compliment. Like, this one guy told me that I look like a Parsi, like it was a compliment. And like, why would you do that? Why would you assume that my parents were cousins before they were married? Why? And he was disappointed when I told him, like, no, I'm a Hindu. And, oh shit, man, I really thought you were a Parsi. Anyway, that was my set. Thank you so much. You've been a great audience. Thank you so much.